If you're new to our channel, we spend our weekends at our off-grid cabin digging a tunnel into the hillside through solid rock. That might sound crazy, but the craziest part is, we're doing it just for fun. Hope you enjoy. So it turns out I'm still alive and well, which is a case of the laziness, I guess. But we got to make up for it today. We got to do a lot of jackhammer today. I want to get this whole corner here cleaned out, good Lord willing. So I'm going to get right to it. Stop my yapping. So I know some things don't translate on the camera, but that rock that you just seen come out of there, that was one of the most joyous moments of my life. I've been fighting with that rock for a month now, off and on, behind the scenes and on the scenes. Stop doing this. Oh dear. There we go. It's getting a little too dusty in here. I'm gonna go out, get some fresh air, let this air out for a little bit. So I'm back in the tunnel and I'm going to amend my plans for the day a little bit. Let me show you. So I've actually been making really good progress here today with the jackhammer. It's inspired me. So instead of cleaning up that upper corner, like I said earlier, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to break away all this quartz right here, expose this harder rock right across. And then I think I'm going to experiment with blasting that a little bit with the micro blaster. I've bought a new longer bit I want to try. See if that makes a difference. That quartz is unbelievably hard. I've been pounding on that thing for 30 minutes. Broke a good sized chunk off it, but can't get that final wedge right there. Same with that piece up there, it's pretty hard. So I'm kind of sick of jackhammering for right now anyways. So I'm going to switch to the wagon, start hauling some of this stuff out of here, get it cleaned up. I've set this pile of quartz here to the side. It was stuff that had some sulfides in it, but almost all of this is quartz, except for a couple of those bigger pieces on the bottom, but everything I've been working on most of the day has been quartz. So Kylie was working on her rock wall. I offered her 50 cents an hour more to work in the tunnel. So she's gonna load the cart for me. So those quartz rocks are sharper, so watch your fingers don't get pinched.
Just this whole little chunk
Yeah, that
here?
quadrant there, yeah. Anything that looks like quartz, really. Some of those bigger pieces up behind you too, but I don't know if you can lift them.
Gold jumping right out of this one.
Yep. Just telling you.
Sharp tooth. Not sure the 50 cents an hour is worth it. Got what these tunneling conditions were. God, that's getting big back there. Carson, I haven't been in here in a while.
Yeah. You think I just sit around while I'm in here?
We got round posts.
Put your head there now. Got it all cleaned out, nice and clean again. I think I'm going to call it a day right there. It's a pretty good day's work. Hoping tomorrow maybe to drill a couple holes in here and try that micro blaster. Got a longer bit now. I think it's 18 inches. That should put the charges down deeper in the rock, obviously. I think that should work more effectively. But we'll see. If not, we'll do the grout like I initially planned. We'll probably end up doing the grout anyways. I just want to try that blaster. So the air in here is getting a bit rank again. Kylie says it's me, but I don't know. I think it's the tunnel. I think we're going to have a look into some air exchanger. What's it called? Air pump. Air vent.
Or deodorant.
Kylie's yelling at me from outside. Yeah, I think it's time we're going to have to put some sort of air vent in here. A little solar fan or something on a 4-inch tube. We'll come up with something. But anyways, that's it for today. We're heading to the lake. So that is a miserable day. I'm just here hiding in the shed out of the rain. Fixed up the micro blaster, getting it ready to go. But I don't know if I'm going to make it down the tunnel today or not. The generator has to be outside, obviously, to run. I don't like running it in the rain like this. We'll see what happens. So it doesn't seem like the rain's ever going to stop. So I'm just going to go for it. I throw a piece of sheet metal over the generator or something. Let's go down, open the tunnel. Got that open. Nice and dry in here. Cold in here now that I'm wet. Stuff here. Man, that is yucky out there. Damp. Cool. Let's get to work. So for any of you guys that have been watching for a while, you know I've had many trials and tribulations with this microblaster setup. And I don't think it's any fault of the microblaster, I'm just trying to use it for something it's not designed to do. But anyways, on that note, I'm changing things up a little bit. So all along I've just been using a 12-inch bit to drill in to place the charges. But they recommend an 18-inch bit, and I never could find one locally, so I finally got my hands on one. So I'm all masked up, getting ready to drill. Just studying it here, seeing where I want to drill. I think I'm going to go right up here in the center, right down through there. That seems the most likely piece to break out forward. So we'll try it. See what happens. Okay, so we've got the hole cleaned out as good as we can get it. I'm going to go straight to 3 charges in here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to seat that thing home. Actually, seat the charges down. Okay, so that's seated in there. Let's back out, hook up the air compressor. So that's the deepest we've ever had this thing seated down in the rock. So I'm hoping that's going to make a difference. I brought in my makeshift sandbag I'm going to put on it, but at the last second I decided against it. Right in the instruction manual it says not to put anything on top of it. It's kind of designed to be its own dead weight, if you will. I know everybody disagrees with that, but we'll give it a try. See what happens. Here we go. So the air pump is all hooked up. Put this camera inside the door, shut the door, and give it a go. Okay, so I haven't even been in there yet, but I'm already very excited. I think we've accomplished great things. I'll give this smoke a minute to clear, then we'll go in. So we've given it about 10 minutes. It's time to go in and check this out. I'm very happy with this. See this crack way down low there? Right across the full width of the tunnel. All the way up here. Let me back out a little bit so you can see a bigger picture. So you can see it crack right along here. Down along the bottom here. Then it's done like a, cracked some sort of a wedge out, looks like right across here. This is very exciting. I'm gonna get the crowbar there, see if we can wiggle anything. Oh man. So I'm so happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and try another one right away, just to see if it was luck or if it's repeatable. So I'm not quite as optimistic about the setup this time. I couldn't get the charges to go all the way down in the hole. There's still 3 charges in there. But you can see the blaster's sitting higher, and I think that's going to make it blow out of the hole a little easier. And we'll lose some of the blast pressure. There's not much we can do about it at this point, except for blow it and see what happens. Fire in the hole! Yeah, I don't feel that one done anything. We'll give it a few minutes before we go in. I'm not seeing no obvious cracking. Actually, I forgot to point this out. Here's where the blaster ended up. There's the hose. Up in behind there. out in the hole pointing this way. So I couldn't leave on a bad note. I went ahead and blasted here again. This one went a little better. Not as dramatic as the first shot, but still got some good results. It's a little hard to tell maybe on camera, but you see the rock is actually split right out that way. And it appears to be split all the way over this way. Right across the tunnel again. It's not open up quite enough to get the crowbar in there, but I think the jackhammer will open it right up. It's a good crack to start in anyways. So I'm a little bit more optimistic about the blaster than I was originally. It worked pretty well today with that longer bit. I think that's going to be the trick to making it work successfully. But on that note, it's not cheap. That was $21 for those 3 blasts to take out probably 3 or 4 wagon loads of rock. So it's kind of right on par with the demolition grout as far as expense. So as you can see, it's quickly going to become an expensive adventure. And that's where you guys come in. I don't want nobody to give me money, but I do need you to watch this video at least 8 times each. Share it with your grandma, your grandpa, your aunts and uncles, best friends. But in all honesty, I'm quite a bit more optimistic than I was at the beginning of this weekend. I was starting to feel like this rock might be the end of the tunnel. It was going to be too insurmountable of an obstacle, but now I've got a bit of a plan. I think we can work through it. Maybe even a combination of the blaster and the demolition grout together, and the jackhammer. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. Take care.